Being a salt, light, and leaven in the world, I think I'm still figuring out how to truly enter into that in the world in my role as a layperson. But something that comes to mind is being a cohesive person in every area of my life. So not trying to hide my faith when I'm at work or when I'm with some of my friends, and not trying to hide my other friends when I'm with my faith community, but instead being a cohesive whole person in every area of my life and not being scared to enter into hard discussions about important questions, but being there with my background in the faith and also with my background with some of my other friends, just being able to be there as a whole person in every area of my life.
Whenever we go to college, we're definitely hit by a million different ideologies. And I remember my first week at college, I went to the dining halls with all my friends on my floor. They all kind of found out I was Catholic and just started drilling me on the basic questions. But St. Ambrose does keep me grounded, right? Because I'm not going to be drawn away by the different ideologies.
Something that I learned at St. Ambrose that really guided me through college and that I maybe didn't appreciate at the time was the importance of Socratic dialogue, the Socratic method. I think that really formed me in being able to critically think about the information that we were given. And at the time, I was always wondering in class, why can't you just feed us the information and allow me to go home and memorize it? And then once I got into college, it kind of was a little lightning bolt moment where I realized this is why. I've been taught to critically think. And now in my nursing classes, our exams, they're formatted where they give us a question or a case study, and then all the answers are correct. And from there, we have to critically think and tie in information from different subjects that we have learned to be able to pick the most correct answer.
One of the things I've learned that's going to help in the future is just knowing the fullness of my identity as a Catholic, knowing the truth that the school has taught me. That brings you back to what this school is and what it gives you. It doesn't give you life on a platter. What it gives you is a toolbox so that when you are faced with a problem, you don't have the solution, but you have the tools to get there.
I think that the small classes that we had at St. Ambrose allowed me to grow more confident in my opinions and in my beliefs, so that when I entered into a really large space with a lot of voices, I was able to be confident in what I knew and know that I was able to speak up in class, to ask questions, to engage with my professor or with other students in the class, because I had so much practice doing that at St. Ambrose.
A gift that St. Ambrose gave me was the ability to really think. Understanding why I really believe what I do. Every night on my drive home from Mass at college, I just am caught up in thoughts of why something happened that day, what difference in beliefs might be here. And then it always comes back to, why do I believe all the things that I do, right? Because it can't just be I was taught it and now here I am embodying it. There was a choice. And this is something I've come to realize at college, but I realized that St. Ambrose is really what gave me these foundational gifts to just sit there and ponder the Eucharist, right? That's something that I'm never going to be able to understand, but it is one of the most fundamental and the most beautiful teachings of our faith. And to just be able to sit at Mass after receiving Jesus' body, blood, soul, and divinity, and just ponder what that reality means. To think about the reality that Jesus Christ has given himself for us, how that informs the rest of my day-to-day life.
Lay vocation is to seek the kingdom of God by engaging in temporal affairs and arranging them according to the plan of God. That is, in a nutshell, what every layperson in the church does. You can't find your identity without self-gift. So the more you give of yourself to others, to the world, to society, the more you find yourself. You graduate, and it's not like that responsibility leaves. I think that impact is immeasurable.